Hi, my name is Meredith Maitland-Knudsen, and this is my daughter, Julia, and I'm having her help me with this week's book review of Diary of a Wimpy Kid by Jeff Kinney. I decided to go with this book and have Julia review it with me because this was one of her favorite books when she was young and reading. And at first I was pretty upset because the book can have some potty words and some words that I'm not a big fan of, which I will discuss. But overall, I'm the type of parent that is just happy that my kid is reading. So this book is a satirical realistic fiction. The main character is Greg Heffley. He has a younger brother, Manny, and an older brother, Roderick. Greg would be totally happy playing video games all day, but he has started middle school, and he and his best friend, Rowley, are trying to figure out ways to be popular. So Greg isn't sure that Rowley can fit in, but Rowley has a positive attitude and is fairly certain that he will fit in. The boys end up, it goes through the year of Greg, and you can see it's written in a way that looks like penmanship, and there are drawings that Greg himself did, and it looks like there's lined paper, if you can tell. So it kind of looks like somebody actually wrote this in their journal or diary. There's also, he writes like the dates, or not dates, but days. It'll say, like this one, for example, it says Thursday. So it's kind of fun to see how he, it doesn't really go through, like it doesn't date it like March 1st, 2017, but it'll say Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday. So around Halloween time, I'll do a quick summary of this book. Greg and Rowley get chased by teenage boys around Halloween. Those boys are significant because they come back at the end of the book. During Christmas time, Greg and Rowley decide to play a game where Greg throws a football at Rowley, and instead of knocking him off the bike, he knocks it towards the bike wheel, and then Rowley jumps off or falls off and breaks his arm. So then Rowley gets popular from this and gets a lot of girls' attention. So Greg gets really, really jealous. Also ends up, the boys are on safety patrol together, and Greg gets Rowley fired. And this is kind of where the break in the climax of the book starts, because then Rowley is upset that Greg got him fired. So then, and wrongfully so, it was Greg that was misbehaving. So Rowley ends up telling on Greg, and then both boys end up, they lost their position with the safety patrol, and then it ends and breaks their friendship. So then towards the end of the book, Greg and Rowley have an awkward physical altercation because of the break of their friendship, and the boys the teenage boys from Halloween see them and decide to get in on the fight and make them, forces one of them to eat a slice of cheese that was on the playground. And it was this slice of cheese that had been there like all year and gotten moldy and disgusting. And if you touched it or even got close to it, you would have a cheese touch, kind of like a cooties thing. So these teenage boys force Rowley to eat the cheese. Rowley eats it. And then one of the girls, Patty Farrell, she yells, "Rowley ate the cheese!" And then Greg's like, "Oh, I can't let him take the blame." So he ends up saying, "No, I ate the cheese. I have the cheese touch." So then Rowley and Greg are friends again, and they end the book having a play date. Like one goes over to the other one's house to hang out. I think, what was your favorite part of the book? Do you remember?
My favorite part was the cheese touch part, because a lot of kids, when I was reading this book, a lot of kids also were reading it in my grade, and there was like the cheese touch at my school,
like the cooties kind of thing.
Yeah, so they had that.
That was big in what grade? 4th grade?
5th grade.
5th grade, big thing with cooties. So how many whole cans would you give this?
2.
2 whole cans. We have 2 whole cans. Thanks you guys for listening, and see you soon.